When I woke up this morning, he who must not be named was trending at the top of the trending topics on X, which, by the way, if you're not following me over there, you should be. Go follow me now. But everyone is talking about how they want the files to be released. Everyone is demanding for the files to be released because we were promised that we were going to get the truth about MLK, that we were going to get the truth about JFK, and that they were going to finally release the list of names. They were going to release the files of the who must not be named. So everyone's like, hey, where's the list? You need to release the list. What's taking so long? And for one, let me say this. I wish that people would apply this pressure to all politicians, to all presidents, to all administrations. It's very clear that people have a different energy for this administration than the last administration. No one pressed the last administration for accountability. No one pressed the last administration for the truth. But the current administration, everyone wants everything to be done in one day. They want all of the promises to be fulfilled instantly. But I get it. You hold people to different standards. I get it. But anyways, I hate to be the one to be the bearer of bad news. I don't want to be the one to break it to you. And please do not shoot the messenger. I don't want things to be this way. But I feel like I have to be completely real with my audience. I'm not going to lead you along like others will. I'm going to be real with you. We are never, at least not now, we are not going to get the files. We are not going to get the list. And if we do, it's not going to be the real files. It's not going to be the real list. And that's just the God's honest truth. We're not going to get it. It would shake things up too much. And even though they claim they want to shake things up, and even though they are shaking things up a bit, they don't really want to shake things up that much. It would change the power structures that we see, especially here in the Western civilization. It's something that they are going to keep hidden and secret for as long as possible, if not for forever. And the more people press for this list to be released, the more pressure people apply to get the truth about this list, what's going to happen is this. You're not going to get the list. You're not going to get the files. What you will get is a bunch of shocking events that will take people's minds off the list, that will steer the conversation away from the files. That's what we're going to get. So basically, what I'm here to tell you today is to get your popcorn ready and enjoy the show. Because now that people are like, wait, we were promised this list, we're not getting it, they're going to give us something else in its place. And if you think that there aren't struggles and plans that are being hatched behind the scenes right now, if you don't think there's some scrambling being done, if you don't think they have some tricks up their sleeve, then boy, oh boy, are you wrong. You are going to be in for something else, because I can guarantee you we are about to see a chain of shocking events over the coming days, weeks, and months to steer people as far away from this list as possible. There's a certain intelligence agency out there, and there's a certain country out there that has most of our politicians, even the ones that you don't want to believe, they have most of them compromised, okay? So even though they will sell you the illusion that they're working towards releasing this information, what they're really going to be doing is working towards hiding the information. Hell, you can even look at Elon Musk and all the good that Elon Musk is doing right now with Doge, but Elon himself has been compromised. If you haven't followed the drama with Ashley St. Clair, maybe you should look into it, because it's way more than baby mama drama. When you dive deeper, you realize that she has connections to certain intelligence agencies in certain countries that have a lot of blackmail on a lot of our politicians and powerful figures here in America and throughout the world. We must remember who he who must not be named is and what he did. Do you think these people are going down without a fight? Do you think that some of the people who he blackmailed and had dirt on, you think they're going to come out and expose the truth about him? No. And I want to be clear here. I'm not afraid to name names. You guys know that. The reason I'm not naming names is because I want you guys to be able to see this video. If I name the names and be more direct, they will make sure that this video is not seen by your eyes. So I'm wording things in this way, and I'm redacting names purposely just so you can see this. And the fact that I have to do this still should let you know that you're damn sure not going to get the truth. If I can't even say certain names on this platform without this video being shadow banned or something along those lines, then what makes you think they're going to come out and tell you the truth? They are not. What's going to happen, like I said, is a bunch of shocking events. One of which we already know it's coming. I already cracked a joke about it over on X. Oh, you guys want the files? Okay, I know I promised you. Hold on 1 second. Let me... Oh my God. Pope Francis just died. I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. That's what's about to happen. Okay? Within a day or two, they're going to announce that the Pope is dead. All media coverage entirely is going to revolve around that story for as long as it takes to pick a new pope, and then the media is still going to cover that as well. So don't think that the media gives a damn about this list or any of that stuff or the files. No, they're already prepping. They already got one of their big shocking events ready. They're just waiting to announce to the world that Pope Francis is no longer with us. Give it a couple of days. That's coming. But that won't be the end. That won't be the end of it. These people will do whatever they can to ensure that not only does the files in the list, not only does that not really come out, they're going to do whatever they can to ensure that people aren't even questioning and talking about it as much anymore. Okay? Because they control the narrative. You think you control the narrative? You don't. I don't control the narrative. They control the narrative. Now, we can poke holes in their narrative. We can expose the truth. But at the end of the day, they're still in control of the narrative. And the world is a big stage. We're all tuned in to the craziest reality show of all. And they got a couple of guest appearances. They got a couple of special episodes that they have been waiting to release just in time for when people get fed up about not getting the truth about the list and about the files that we promised were going to be released. And it's not just the list or these files that are in question right now. We're also not going to get the full truth about JFK. Do you think that they're going to come out and straight up tell us, yeah, we off the JFK? Yeah, your government that we want you to trust off your president. They're not going to tell us that. And it doesn't matter that all of us already believe that. It doesn't matter that that most Americans already suspect that. We kind of already know they did it. That doesn't matter. They're not going to confirm it for us. Because at the end of the day, they're still afraid, folks. They're afraid. They're afraid in people losing trust in the system. They're afraid to tell us the type of stuff they're capable of. Because if they directly confirm what they did to JFK, then people will always know that they're capable of doing that again. And they've tried it again. We saw them try it a few months ago with Trump. So they're not going to give us the truth about that either. Because at the end of the day, as powerful as these people are, you know how much control and sway they have over people and their minds and the world overall. at the end of the day, there's still a few, and we are many. And they realize that, okay? They realize that at the end of the day, we outnumber them 1,000,000,000-1. So they have to be very careful with the information they release. They have to be very careful with how they play things and how they play their hand, if you will, because they know that in a moment's notice, within a snap of a finger, this entire power structure that we see can be taken down. This entire power structure that we see, it is so fragile when you really think about it. When you fully understand the low amount of people that is really controlling things behind the scenes. It's not a bunch of people, folks. It's not a vast group. And they understand that. They understand that better than I understand it. They understand it better than you understand it. They understand it better than anyone understands it. That's how they've reached the position that they're in now. That's how they went from being the controlled to the controller. And the people who are in control, they don't want to lose that control. And this list, these files, are the number one threat to the control that they have over people right now. But with all of that being said, I want to know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up. Drop all of your opinions. Drop all of your thoughts. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.